If you thought Just Stop Oil had wreaked enough havoc this summer, think again. They're now going to target a Premier League game every single weekend of the coming season, with plans to slow march in front of fan traffic, invade pitches, and even glue themselves to goalposts. Good luck with that, lads. The Snooker Group has formed when it comes to these kind of stunts, disrupting the Ashes back in June and the Snooker World Championship in April. A police chief has suggested that such activists should be locked up without bail because the public have had enough of their antics. Even Labour are losing patience, with Keir Starmer writing in the Sunday Times that Just Stop Oil's message to instantly turn off the taps is contemptible. Oh, strong words, Keir. You're so tough, aren't you? Ridiculous. I can't stand that, man. But I can't stand Just Stop Oil even more. And I actually hope that you do go to the football matches, because I go Premier League matches all the time. And if you dare stick yourself in front of football fans trying to get to their game or trying to disrupt our enjoyment, you are going to get... I can't talk about violence on the show.
No, you can't.
But it's going to be bad. It's going to be really, really bad.
But we saw that guy a couple of weeks ago when the motorist lost his temper and beat him up in the street, which was not very nice. It's going to look like a walk in the park if football fans get hold of them. And I'll tell you one thing that this lot better hope to hell doesn't happen, and that's Millwall get promoted. Because if they end up in the Premier League and they do it, they will kill them. I mean, seriously, they do not know what they're entering. This is, millions of people, this is their one weekend, or their one treat of the week. They go to football, and these middle-class people are going to disrupt that. And let me tell you, football fans will not put up with it, and the police are going to have a hell of a job.
They keep on doing this, though, because we talk about these things. When they go and do anything that isn't a high-profile like this, they keep on saying, well, we don't talk about it.
But what is the point of Just Stop Oil? Is Just Stop
Good
Oil...
question. Very good question.
Is the point of Just Stop Oil, do they want to actually stop us drilling for oil and gas and use sustainable forms of energy, or do they want to just draw attention to themselves so we talk about them rather than stopping oil? They need to go back and rethink about what it is that you're trying to do. Are you a bunch of massive attention seekers?
Yes,
if that's what you want, then do that. But don't do it in the name of climate change, because climate change is an actual issue that needs to be addressed properly by people who are sensible and not gluing themselves to goalposts, who is not this team, by the way.
But I think there's something even more serious, though, and that is that because of their action, it now means that we focus on the climate a lot. And when you end up with somebody like Tony Blair saying, actually, us taking the action that they're proposing isn't particularly helpful to solving the climate, a lot of people will actually do a little bit more research and go, you realise that, we in this country contribute 1%. They start to look into the economic damage that is done when you start turning off the taps. And even when you've got Keir Starmer saying, we don't support such things, if Sir Keir Starmer really thought that, he would turn away the £1.8 million that came in from a Just Stop Oil, funder and say, I don't stand for that kind of thing. You cannot take the money and then say, oh, I don't like it.
He's not taking the money from Just Stop Oil. He's taking the money from someone who donates also to Just Stop Oil. And by the way,
I think you can connect the two.
Well, we're saying this, James, in a country where our government gives money, makes money from selling weapons to Saudi Arabia, who then bomb the hell out of Yemen, and we send aid to Yemen. Like, this is not the way the world works. It'd be lovely if that's simple.
I think we should turn the tables on Just Stop Oil, because this is basically middle-class people telling working-class people how they should live their lives. And I think the working class should rise up and form a new organisation attacking the middle classes called Just Stop Olive Oil. What do you think? That'll work. That'll work.
And what do you reckon? I really like that idea. Also, the thing I don't like is the fact that it's the word just at the beginning. Just Stop Oil. That's a really easy thing. Just Stop Oil. Let's have no more. I was looking at all the things that you can't get that are byproducts of oil, for example. You've petrochemicals, you've got sort of lubricants, you've got plastics, of course. Asphalt, there is kind of hardly any alternative. And now all of the alternatives come with environmental issues of their own. And then when you look at the 5 most polluting countries, China number 1, 30%, US 15%, India 7%, Russia and Japan 9% together, and you go, and there we are, as you say, with our...
Australia's no slouch either. They're right up there. They've got a lot of coal.
But also, we need to have a better conversation, and I'm sure that there are lots of people who have across the spectrum on the climate, but until or unless we have sensible policies that actually make a difference, as opposed to either virtual signalling or, alternatively, policies which are for sort of political gain or something.
And I love olive oil.
Well, I do too.
Look,
I'm not stopping that.
My favourite cartoon character.
1 week of Just Stop Oil, try and miss it at Premier League football matches.
They'll never do it again.
They won't do it again. They won't do it again. And until then, just stop olive oil.
How are they going to work with Dundee? Because they play in orange, don't they? Look at me.
That's not Premier League. Leave the football talk to the men.
Excuse
right?
me.
Good grief.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.